Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good break. We will rush back into here as the party comes upon the quaint little near small mountain town of Lowell. You approach, and it's pretty quaint. It's definitely it doesn't look squalor, but it's not wealthy. So like, whereas Mid Cove had some nicer districts and some nicer areas of town and nicer buildings and stuff, these are pretty simple, pretty commoner village. Actually, as you enter the town, there's kind of a line of a line of different houses kind of sporadically placed along the road, and they start to get more and more dense as you approach more of the center of town. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Probably want to get some food, a drink.
Time of the days.
Yeah, that's a good point.
By this point, it was only a couple more hours after you had awoke, so you're looking at probably like 10 to noon-ish, somewhere around there.
Well, if you want to go find work and then go get a drink.
Probably want to find the rumors at the bar, don't you think?
Martison kind of draws close to the group. We might want to perhaps be a little weary. Well, I do, at least, because there is a chance that KTL and her lackeys are here if they haven't moved on, because that was... Harry, how long had you been left in your condition? I'd only been probably I blacked out for a bit, but it happened in the night, and then I woke up and it was morning. So just overnight. I imagine they hadn't gotten too far.
So they're probably here. I would say they're probably here.
So, like I said, you're looking for a woman. Dark drab, like the fella you had seen laying on the road. And she's got mostly bald with that top knot look going on. They will probably definitely be armed. Her fellow lackeys are in similar dark garb, but less armored. So I'm going to try to stay low a bit.
She's probably down to 4 now, including herself. She lost a boot. Boot number 3, so safely assuming. Does anybody have extra clothing? Any sort we can do like a makeshift hood from Artisan?
If I had my stuff, I had a disguise kit. There was something just kind of a bard essential, but unfortunately I don't have my... You're muted, Bri.
I could try to cast minor illusion and make him look a little bit better off, perhaps.
Or just
I'm
make
not
him
necessarily
look
worried
totally
about... Yes, I'm not necessarily worried about looking better off. I'm looking to look different. I don't want to be recognized.
So what are we thinking? Like a pumpkin head or just...
Yes, that would definitely throw off any suspicion, sure.
Right, okay.
Make him look like another standard longer hair or
I
something.
know. Ronnie. We'll make him look like a Ronnie.
Let me see
So-
with
Okay.
minor illusion if this is something that I don't know if this is necessarily an intended use for minor illusion.
Yeah, that might be more of a
Oh.
proper or full illusion.
Proper full illusion, yeah. As far as like it moving and
Major
stuff, you create a
illusion.
sound or an image.
We'll just change his face.
Maximum.
I thought maybe just change his face.
Thinking-
Image of
Just
an
thinking like
object.
Mission
I'll
Impossible.
just grab his head, pull it down, and be like, "This is your lucky day." Just like, just
Maybe change his hair
Hide it.
color, Briar, and make his ears human. Simple as that.
And
It can
Karamas might
create the
propose.
image of an object. So as far as changing appearance, I don't necessarily think that
right, it would have
applies.
to be like a.
There are
Wait,
actual spells for
Don't
that,
I
yeah.
have a disguise kit? Let me see.
You might.
Maybe.
No, I don't actually.
Ooh, you know who does? Ace. I have his character sheet
Oh.
up. So Ace
Oh,
volunteers
yes.
his disguise kit. Good job,
Nice.
Ace.
Thank you,
helping,
Ace.
but you're
You
not
did
here.
Way to plan ahead.
So yeah, you guys spend some time and use the disguise kit to disguise our friend Marty.
Well, Marty, how do you feel?
I feel like a totally different person. He has like this twisty mustache. I feel like I could probably walk anywhere and nobody would ever recognize me as Martus Onethio.
All it is the glasses with the mustache hanging underneath.
With
Yes.
a bigger nose, like Master of Disguise.
Well, I do believe this disguise is foolproof.
Yeah, certainly better than nothing.
Is
That's
there
for
supposed
sure.
to be a check with a disguise kit? Isn't there? Is there?
Yeah, performance check.
I don't know.
That is entirely dependent upon if the disguise is intended to deceive somebody. Is at your discretion, I believe.
I mean, it's definitely intended to deceive somebody.
Yeah, but is it intended to deceive the
So-
whole town or select people who would recognize him? Then they would, yeah. So let me
True.
die. Insight.
We'll
and
just
all
have
that
to do
stuff.
perception checks when that time comes. And use advantage because of the disguise. Okay. So Martison looks significantly different after applying the disguise kit. So, if you're looking for food, I've been here before. There's one place. Why do I want to say Briar? It's the Broken Thorn. That's right. That's why. There's Broken Thorn. The lady there is sweetheart. She's lovely. That one is pretty nice, but I have been to the other one. The other one, not quite as nice. Not necessarily my style. It's called the Treasured Booty, and it's exactly like it sounds. It's more of a brothel, to be honest, and brothels aren't allowed, but so my guess would be that if they were trying to be shady as they are, that might be where they are. But it's a gamble.
Are we wanting to find them, or are we wanting to try to keep it low key for a while?
I would like to reacquire some of my personage.
Alright.
I would be much more effective if I had some of my items, because then I could more delicately take care of the situation that they are.
Well, Run. What do you think?
Well, first, to clarify, you have items in mind already, or you need to seek to procure items?
Yes.
I really wish you would be less vague in that. We should probably determine where we're going to be posted up. Because we'll be here for at least one evening, I imagine. So that is an absolute. And I think, affordability aside, security should be of utmost concern, considering the lengths we are going through for our new friend here. Other than that, I think the rest will come about as it presents.
Yeah, so where to?
In or wherever first. We book ourselves a night.
Yes.
Keep our valuables there. Keep it discreet. Then we go to the treasure booty.
Maybe keep our valuables with us?
Might be a good idea. Not to be like judgmental, but places of squalor like this tend to be, well, breed a certain type of people. And he kind of looks over at Harry.
Well,
No offense.
It's true. Desperation leads people to do lots of desperate things.
well, or we can just go to the treasure booty and just see what's there. They may not even be here. We can check. I don't know what you guys want to do.
Well, I hear their lunch specials are phenomenal.
Alright, well, treasure booty.
Eat treasure booty. I'm so excited. I
Treasure
absolutely agree. Let's go.
If you want good food, I
Booty.
would not go to the treasured booty, but it's
All you can eat buffet?
not
before noon?
exactly.
Oh, damn.
Again, it's under the guise of it's under the guise of an inn and that sort of establishment, but it is much more akin to a brothel.
A brothel.
Yes.
Well, sounds like the worst of both worlds.
I was gonna
Agreed.
kind of look at Briar and seeing how excited she's getting over her brothel. I kind of get self-conscious of the fact that he's not getting excited over a brothel.
I'm gonna lean over and be like, what I think is very funny is this bard is basically a traveling brothel himself.
Listen, that is not a fair assessment. I am very particular with, well, what you've seen.
You wouldn't exactly describe yourself as monogamous, though, now would you?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a fair assessment, would it?
To the treasured booty, we shall go.
Oh.
I'm gonna kind of
Is that what you want to do?
more so of him just anxiously like get out of this conversation. Keep going. so Rowan has no idea where he's going, but
Out of the conversation and into the situation. All right, let's go.
yeah.
I mean, situations are better than conversations sometimes.
Yeah, skippity doo.
Skippity-doo. All right.
So-
Rowan's gonna find a guard and ask where the treasured booty is.
Probably not necessary. As you walk towards kind of the courtyard, the main, kind of like, there is like a fountain, but it's not necessarily a fountain. It's more of like a well in the center of the village. As you enter the town, just on the left, you see this sign with this broken thorn, and it says the broken thorn. Then across the street, kind of off in the separate corner, you see a different. It's got a. It is. It is a treasure chest with a woman sitting on top of the treasure chest and like kind of like holding the treasure chest. That is
boat,
the
David.
decoration of.
That's where I came up with the lunch special. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they have a. All of those have a lunch, all-you-can-eat buffet, and it's Not that you ever want to put in your mouth.
Anyway.
You give me an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet. I'm there.
You see in kind of this courtyard, there's this kind of a group of people kind of sitting around in a circle, and look pretty disheveled. Kind of a group of people, kind of pretty tattered clothes and kind of covered in dirt. Some of them look to be like beggars or that sort. And kind of around them, you see there's this trough and this seat where one of them is sitting in, and there's this trough, and there's a woman in somewhat familiar but a little bit more disheveled Temple of Light clothes. And you see the familiar kind of like white dress with like the kind of a pale light different accents on the. She has her dress kind of like hiked up as she's like cleaning the feet of these people, and she kind of like looks over and eyes you as you guys kind of come into the courtyard and just kind of smiles.
Ron's gonna smile back, keep walking.
Briar's going to stiffen and lean into Karan and whisper in his ear. Looks like one of the Temple of Light people from before, right?
Looks like. Don't believe acts like.
Might be a kink, I guess only one way to find out yet.
Just because
Foot
they wear the
fetish.
garb doesn't mean they practice as such. Either way, I think it's safe to say this establishment lives up to its reputation.
So this is in the courtyard, and as you're making your way across kind of the courtyard of the town, or whatever, I guess it's the town square more so.
Oh,
Yeah, this isn't quite in the establishment quite yet.
yeah, it's my bad. I thought this was
My apologies if I
the
just
courtyard of
misdescribed
the actual place.
I thought, like, you know how some people dress as nuns? I was like,
No,
okay, so
this is
she's
not
like
a kink
kinky,
thing.
kinky.
All right.
Gotcha.
Not
Completely
canon.
getting.
She was,
Not canon.
she was washing feet, so she was obviously like.
washing the feet of some of the villagers out in the town square as you're
This is
making your
actually
way
decent
towards
human
the
being.
You were making our point.
actually Temple of Light.
Okay,
Kinky,
well,
kinky. Okay. No.
so
kinky.
this is actually proper Temple of Light. Okay,
okay.
never mind.
Okay, so
Rewind,
yeah,
right?
rewind.
Uncanonized, yes. It's not canon.
So,
I'm
so
like-
I'll be like, look. So I'm not going to be doing any magic if that lady is here.
No,
Eat
I
them.
mean,
Oy.
despite the smile, I get the feeling that whenever they look at either of us, there's opinions behind the
Yeah.
eyes. Sad, but it can't be helped.
So, as you make your way across the town square and towards the treasured booty, it's kind of more so on the squalor side of the town. The town is kind of divided up in a kind of a the side you've entered from a little bit nicer, and then the side that starts to become more towards the eastern side becomes a little bit more squalor as you go. And let's see here. As you enter, there. Oh, bye, Blind.
Bye,
Bye,
Brian.
Brian.
We'll wait. We'll wait. Welcome back, Blind.
Thank you.
Come on, camera. Come back. I miss your face. All right.
It's there. It's there.
So-
It's there.
You enter the treasured booty, and it has almost like that split level, like saloon door kind of thing going on. As
Oh,
you
yeah.
push those doors open, and roll me perception. Whoever is entering first.
Probably Asher.
Yeah. I feel like that would be Briar, though, because she was the only excited
She was the only
one
one that
to
was
go
really
to...
excited about it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I've never been in a brothel. I'm so excited.
What's so exciting about...
You said perception?
Rowan's gonna be the last one to
Yes.
walk in, by the way. Let me just
18.
note that.
18.
With the 18, right out of the gate, you see this halfling. You can tell that he's a halfling, but he's like at this pretty high bar, so obviously he must be standing on a stool or some sort. He kind of like waves, kind of has this like missing some teeth and kind of grins, and there's a group of women off to the right, and kind of a doorway that leads down into kind of a what you presume to be some kind of cellar or something, and they kind of hang around at that table, wearing different corsets, and they look like they're not in great shape. Like they don't look like they're taken care of very well. And you see there's a halfling, there's a dwarf lady, there's 2 humans, and on your left you see and actually hear kind of a rough like plucking and like of a lute being played terribly, and you see a woman with her legs kicked up on the table, and she's trying to like mess around with this lute. She's like plucking different strings and moving along it, and definitely matches the description of
I was about to say,
KDL.
that's her.
And you see different actually just 2 at this moment of the accomplices that are kind of sitting around eating some pottage, and as she's sitting there playing
That's her.
Before we walk in, I'm gonna go up to...
hushly say to the group, well, that's her.
Yep.
Martison, as he's like walking in, he kind of hears you, kind of like sees the look that you give, and kind of just like sees outside, sits outside, kind of like back to the door, like.
Rowan's gonna kind of put his hand on his shoulder. You don't look who you are. Remember
Yes,
that.
but she's touching my lute with her grubby fingers, and she's playing it terribly.
All right, don't
Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Help me, please. Do it now, please.
Let us try to. We'll hang on. We'll handle it. And Rowan's gonna turn to the group.
Well, shall we get a drink and wait for them to... Well, I am plotting a murder, so I'm going to just stop talking.
I'm plotting a murder.
Drink. I guess ordering a drink wouldn't be bad. Kind of watch, right?
Well, we shouldn't do whatever we're gonna do
Not here.
in the bar.
Not here.
By the way, none of this returns to Coria that we were ever here.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm gonna look over at Briar.
Don't worry. I wouldn't dream.
Alright. Rowan's gonna proceed to the bar.
We'll pull... why can I not remember his name either?
Martison?
Marty.
Yeah, Martison, and kind of keep him on. So if they're on our left side, I'll keep him kind of on the right side, where they can't see him easily.
Mm, no.
Well, I assume like
Well,
big group of people, and then like he would just blend in versus just sitting at the doorway.
Balls.
As your group walks in, it definitely attracts some attention. It is because it being a larger group, usually it's individuals coming in kind of one at a time. And roll a perception check. Anybody that wants to fancy a peek to see if you're being watched.
I definitely am curious as to that.
Not
That was
rolling.
19 plus
13.
4.
Merlin's trying to keep his eyes
20,
from straying.
23.
So
You
make-
you both rolled?
Oh, yeah, 3 of us, I guess, ended up rolling then. I rolled a 23.
I rolled a
23.
13.
Roll a 13. Asher, with yours, you're trying not to be too obvious, like that I'm like watching these people or whatever. Blind, you kind of like just like a very casual glance, like you're just looking around, just a typical kind of just assessing the room, whatever. And you do notice KDL, this figure sitting there. She is kind of like trained eyes on you as you guys walk in. As she's like plucking, she kind of like looks down and messes with the loot some more and looks at the group.
I'll turn back around. Is the bartender within earshot right now?
By this point, yeah, you've made your way.
I think
up
we're
to
approaching the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll lean in very discreetly to Mardison, and I'll say, "Well, she's certainly taken a notice to us coming in, but she doesn't seem to be eyeing anyone in particular, so I don't think she recognizes you just yet."
I am sweating.
Just don't let it sweat through the disguise.
Gotcha. He kind of
Excuse me.
shakes his mustache a little bit. How can I help you?
You think like to buy a beer for an ale, your best ale. Well, just your regular ale for the 5 of us here. 6.
It's
of us
all the
here.
same.
All right.
Stout.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6, please.
Absolutely.
How much?
Let me do math. Math. D&D, the game of math. 18 copper pieces.
Ron's gonna throw down 18 copper.
Would you like any food as well?
Ron's gonna turn to the group.
We have
Aw.
pottage, we have boiled pheasant, and dried turnip.
I am
We'll
good
pass
for
on-
now.
pass on
I'm
the food.
good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In your name,
Raffin.
Raffin. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you, Raffin. We'll just take the beers. We'll be over at that table. There. Point at
Enjoy
an
your
open
stay.
Table. Thank
Alfie's like, not that voice, you jerk. How dare you? Don't use it.
It's not even that voice. That's not even that.
It's not. It's not
different.
on
It's
that
different.
level. It's not on that level. It's not on that level. It's fine.
Okay.
You'll know when it's on that level.
when Ella's taking her headphones off and going,
Right.
Yeah. When it starts hitting this little nerve right here on the back of my neck, that's when I take it off.
when it's like this
no, you had to do it. Now you've ruined it.
I
You've
broke
ruined
her.
it.
I broke her.
So,
It's just like it has to be like a pitch thing. I don't know what it is, but anyway, go ahead.
So Briar is going to go over to the treasure chest with her beer in hand. Now, is it an actual woman sitting in there or just like a statue?
No, this was the sign. The sign outside that was hanging over top
Oh.
is just a.
Never mind.
It's a treasure chest with like a woman, and like, yeah.
Like
Oh,
think of like the Bombardier Betty,
Yeah, kind of
like.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, got you. Tracking.
That's actually a really good comparison. That's exactly what I was thinking in my brain.
Yep.
It's very good.
I'm not creative. I just steal stuff.
You were inspired from
Inspired.
history.
Inspired.
Continue.
Especially when I have to come up with it on the fly, because I'll come up with so many different details and be like, I didn't think of a sign. It's that. The fun of being a DM. All right. So you're
Briar, were you looking for something?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Well, what is the plan?
I'll just keep it low key. Kind of have a beer. We deserve it. And then Ace and I will keep sharp eyes on the player over there. And just wait until they leave, right? Or just kind of want to enjoy what we have.
Well,
And Rowan is saying this in a hushed tone, by
Mhm.
the way. I wanna make that noted.
yeah, I'm assuming the entire table we're kind of talking hushed amongst each other.
Just as like you just never know.
Yeah.
It's
Briar is gonna start leaning over and be like, well, I mean, people aren't necessarily here to listen to the music and drink a beer. There are better places for that, when in Rome.
Honestly, I think most people are here for one particular reason.
as you
Maybe
say this, the door to that cellar opens up and a woman comes out, similarly dressed to the other, this one being half elf, and kind of makes her way over to the rest of the women, and you see one of the third mate, similarly dressed, come out of the room. He kind of makes his way over, and he kind of like eyes your guys' table and kind of gives like a nod, and then makes his way to the group. His group.
Rowan's gonna return the nod.
Well, if we wait till they leave, are we planning on just taking what is his, or are we planning on dispatching?
I don't. Asher, I know. I think we just get what is his back and call it done. I don't.
Well-
Anything more? Any lives taken? We could take to the authorities. I don't feel right about that.
Shall we go to the authorities? Because if we take what is his, I don't see them giving it up without a fight.
Yeah, point, Asher.
We are on a very slippery slope.
Oh, we know
We
she's
don't
here.
know. Sorry.
No, we don't know what.
We don't know if they're maybe using this as lodging, and if I don't think they have any reason to leave, if that's the case. Either way, we're probably looking at casualties. There are innocent people around. These women, they don't want to be wrapped up in this mess.
Well, if we go to the authorities, they can at least give it a try, but we know where they are.
Does this town have proper authorities?
That's the thing. That's another thing. Is
We are.
Harry was still with us, or did he kind of went his own way, like we talked about? Let's see. No.
He made his way into town, and he went to the Broken Thorn. He is
Well,
not
hey,
around.
at least we turned him around and he didn't go to the sketchy side of
No,
town.
we went to the sketchy side of town where he went to the
So who's the real bad guys?
Exactly. Are we the bad ones?
Are we?
We were the Bebegs all along.
Well, Martison, what do you know about the town guard? Are they crooked? Are they trusting?
It's a small
Do
town.
they
It's hard to
exist?
say, to be honest. Yes, they do exist. Yes, but every town is different. The smaller the town, the more susceptible. You know, it's just how it goes. Well, I guess that doesn't always ring true. Sometimes the bigger the town, the more susceptible. On your
What's
way in,
gonna-
you did see several different guards, maybe 3 or 4, just posted in different places throughout the town, especially in the kind of the town center. One kind of sitting near where the woman was washing people's feet outside of the temple.
Well, if
She's
we're
still-
to create a scene, shall we go to the guard captain?
Maybe. Is she
Artisan, do
still
you see?
eyeing us?
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, well, that's a 6.
As you kind of look over to see if she's eyeing you, you kind of like forget almost a little bit that you're trying to be subtle about that, and you make eye contact, and you see that she is like, and then she goes, "Eh,
Oh,
travelers."
Yeah.
She kind of, anybody know how to play this?
I'll raise my hand.
You do know
Rowan's
how to
gonna
play
kind of
it?
like, Rowan's gonna kind of awkwardly put up a
I mean-
finger and point to Karun when he says that. Like,
I know we can't have him do it, and I know
Yeah.
how to play the dulcimer, so I'm probably the best chance.
Briar's gonna turn around and be like, "Hi, he's actually pretty good with most musical things. He might as well give it a try."
Yes.
Sounds good.
wish-
Come over. She kind of just motions for you to sit. And
All
you
right.
see one of the men kind of goes to a different table and pulls up a chair and sets it down right next to her. Maybe
Okay.
I can teach me something or two. I'd love
Rowan's
to
gonna
learn.
kind of stand up with him and kind of follow him since he did make the eye contact.
Mhm.
One of them kind of eyes you and kind of just motions towards the chair. Like,
Rowan's
grab it
gonna
yourself.
put up a-
Kind of like a grab it yourself this time.
Yeah, Rowan's gonna grab it. Rowan's gonna bring his chair with him and kind of hold up a mug casually.
Briar's gonna grab a chair and be like, "So are you just learning how to play? Is this your first time doing a song?"
Yeah, I've never played before. Actually just picked it off some chump not too long ago.
Yeah, we all sound bad when we first start to do things. Totally understand. You should hear. No, maybe you shouldn't hear me sing. I am very bad.
I'm gonna
But-
grab Martison by the arm, kind of like subtly, of like just like put my hand on his arm, and like, no, just stay.
He's like,
Rowan's gonna kind of grab a chair, kind of like lean back and grab a chair and fling in, have it, and then kind of pat from Marty to sit right next to him. And then gesture to Asher to sit on the other side of him. Or Ace. Actually, Ace on the other side of him.
I'm gonna look at Martison and be like, play it cool. We don't want to see. They don't know who you are.
she kind of hands it to you. What's with your rest of your friends? They're not friendly as it.
No, they just wouldn't necessarily want to crowd your space, trying to be respectful and all.
Oh, we're more than willing to share the space.
Mhm.
She kind of like motions over.
Yeah, and I'll walk over with Martison then. kind of.
Oh,
Kinda-
Kieran.
I noticed all the weapons and all that. He's, what business you in?
Oh, well, recently we killed an Etten, but really whatever we come across on our adventures.
I heard that life. Just adventures. Right. Well, play me something.
I checked to make sure that it's in tune in the first place.
Yeah, you play some notes and it seems to be like it is in tune.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll
Roll a
play.
performance check.
Yeah.
Maybe, Kieran, maybe a lullaby. Those are easy for new people to learn, yes?
Yes, actually, would you like me to play something that you can try playing yourself, or?
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. And now I'll try to play something hopefully easier for me to pull off.
Something simple. Okay, that'll lower the DC.
Yay!
Are you proficient in loot?
I'm not proficient in loot. That's why.
He's proficient in dulcimer.
I'm proficient.
Can you play
Nope.
loot?
I mean,
so you-
I know the fundamentals of music. I play the dulcimer. It was me or having the guy we don't want to be having a conversation with her. So I was like, no.
No. All right. Surely it won't make her
No.
mad. Surely it won't make her mad.
I mean,
What'd
She
you
doesn't
roll?
know. She
What'd
doesn't
you roll?
know.
I rolled an 18. Like,
Okay. So while you're not proficient in it, you do know the fundamentals of music, and you very easily just take one string and find the different intonations, right? And just kind of play a simple like ding 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 ding. And she's like, "All right, give me that." She takes it. Ding, ding,
And
ding,
I'll point to the fret. I'll point to the fret that she needs to hit. You're getting closer. Just keep at it, and then I'll point out each of the locations on the fretboard again.
Just plucks one string.
Nothing.
Play me something else. She hands it back.
Well, I will admit, I could play more that you could try, or I could actually show you something that I'm possibly even better at than this. If you're interested in music, of course.
All right, blow me away.
I'll pull out my dulcimer and actually play something I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, roll a performance check.
Okay. All right. That is an 18.
They're 18. But this, you pluck away. I'm not gonna make dulcimer sounds, but
It's fine. That's
you
fine.
play away. It is actually
Say it.
very calming and beautiful. You play a Homeland Moonlake Elf classic.
Perfect.
It is very lullaby and tranquil. She kind of like relaxes and lays back. Now that's more like it. I've never seen one of those. What's that called?
This is called a dulcimer. It has little warmer tones, and it allows me for breadth of chord, as opposed to something like this, which is, like we demonstrated, like individual plucking, more emphasis on a singular note than multiple. In a way.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got the temperament to sit around and learn a musical instrument. Might be better off in the palm And she kind of like takes it and kind of like looks it up. And as she says this, Martison kind of sits up. No, it wouldn't. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh no!
Oh, fucking bards, man.
Oh no!
Oh, that's good. That's
I was
good.
like, I should have gotten.
Fucking
I just
bards.
gotten the guards.
Should have
This
just
is
killed
gonna be bad.
Martison when we had the chance with the lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a
Did
bottle.
he say it in his accent, or did he say it in his practicing when he was originally like?
No, I think
It
he
was a
Freudian
mix.
slipped there.
It
He
was a
Freudian
mix.
slipped
Yeah,
there.
It was a,
It's
kind
like,
of a mix.
don't sell my, please.
I wouldn't.
No.
You see him swallow it immediately as he stood up. He's
Oh god! Well, here we go.
It's beautiful.
No.
I love it. We're all going to die next week.
We're gonna die. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna die
Great.
because of an NPC.
Thanks, Bard.
Well, we can give charm person a try. Take 2.
Right?
Charm person, take 2.
They're trying to slide in a charm person, like we're all sitting in like a touch hands group here, and you're like, I'm gonna charm you.
Charm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even a touch. It's just a 30-foot radius.
But they probably
I know.
see it. They see the most.
Oh, they will.
That's what I'm getting at. It's the whole like, eh.
Don't attack me, please.
Yeah.
What a perfect moment.
That's good. That was good.
It's not gonna go well. Not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
I had to find some way to spark a fire, you know?
You know, you'd be this.
I was waiting.
Your job
I
is
was
to
like-
do that.
I could just imagine Martison sitting there like, don't murder him. Don't murder him. Don't
Yep.
murder him.
Better off in a pond. No, it wouldn't. Like, I'm sorry.
The Bard.
The Bard. Oh, that was great. What? Briar? Why not? Briar? What's wrong with Marty?
What is wrong with Marty? IGOG. I don't
the
know.
Worst. The
Why
worst.
is Briar not? I don't know. I can't. I don't. I guess we'll find out eventually why she's no.
He's gonna die.
You won't die. You won't
He's
die.
gonna die. Oh man. Next episode is gonna be interesting.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see you guys
All right.
then.
Yeah.
So everybody, thanks for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. Let's see if we have somebody to raid while we play the outro. I say outro, but it's the same as the intro. There's no difference. Wait,
The tro.
Are we doing the thing? Are we doing the thing?
Do the thing.
The after thing? The
Yes.
thing after
Yeah.
the thing? Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
probably be hanging out in Discord if you guys want to come hang out. So ! Discord if you need the link. And we'll have heckin' fun. I'll see you
Yay.
next time. Okay, bye.
Yay!
Bye.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! Yay!
Hey! Yay!
Yay! Yay! Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.